This is the 10 Minutes with Andrew podcast.
Welcome back to 10 Minutes with Andrew. Of course, Andrew being joined. What up, Mark Chancey? Welcome back to the show.
I have my audio up way too loud. That music just about made me go deaf. And it's kind of hard on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, some hard rock.
How are things going, my son? I figured you were on holidays today.
No.
Seeing how I had to carry everything over and pretty much set everything up, and you were nowhere to be found. What's on your mind today?
I was getting dressed.
You seem a little well, thank God for that. We wouldn't want you here undressed, would we?
No.
You seem a little unfocused today. What's your problem?
Nothing.
Okay, well, got some bad news to start with. Go ahead.
Leafs lost 2-1 to the Habs in a shootout last night.
Yes. And I'm going to say something.
The shootout sucks, by the way.
I'm going to say something. You're not going to like... Yeah, I don't like the gimmick.
The shootout's awful.
I don't know why they can't go 10 minutes of 3-on-3 and have it look like hockey's
and
supposed
if no
to
one wins
kind of
after,
look.
if no one wins after overtime,
It's a tie.
just do a tie.
So, a couple of things. One, all the media experts and the so-called hockey experts, the Leafs are terrible, they got to rebuild, blah, blah, blah. On the other side, Montreal's off to this wicked start, going to be in the playoffs, blah, blah, it's their year, blah, 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 blah. Going into last night, the Leafs were 2 points behind the Habs.
Yeah, Habs are not good.
Now they're 3 points behind the Habs.
Habs are not good.
So we could be here next Sunday talking about how the Leafs are now ahead of the Habs, but the Leafs are terrible and the Habs are great. Talk about the game. You're not going to want to hear this.
I think I might. I don't know.
But they build it up, they tee it up as forever rivals, right?
Yeah, right.
The oldest rivalry
Habs,
in
Leafs.
hockey, blah, blah, blah. That was like watching a Leafs-Habs alumni game. It was horrible to watch. If you're a Habs fan, you're thrilled you got 2 points. If you're a Leafs fan, you're probably thrilled you got a point, which is silly. You should never get a point for losing. But if that is the NHL product in November, December, that's troublesome. I'm talking zero intensity. Not a hit. Nobody cared. The other night I watched the Habs and the Jets. And the first period was pretty physical, right? It was fun to watch. And it was that entertaining that even the announcers couldn't stop saying, what an entertaining period. So how often do we get to see an entertaining period in the regular season? Never! Except that one time.
Jeez.
So that's my rant. How can that be teed up as forever rivals, like this hatred amongst them, and they go out there like they're playing in June in Summer League? It was horrific. Horrific. And don't get me going on the shootout. What a silly, silly gimmick.
You also said, because we were watching part of it last night, and you said that Arbor Jacki should not be a hockey player in the NHL.
Full 11 minutes last night, yeah. I don't understand.
See, to my
there's
point,
too many guys like that in the league.
My point to that is, and I understand what you're saying, because he serves no purpose on the ice other than to beat people up.
Sounds like I'm going to get burned here.
He doesn't score anything.
That's like when someone says, with all due respect.
With all due respect,
they're going to not respect you.
It's just, you've been crawling for a guy like
No.
You want a guy who can score goals and also play physical.
You mistake me wanting intensity with fighting. I don't really want fighting. Don't leave comments. I think fighting is stupid in hockey, but it's entertaining, of course. That's not what I say when there's no intensity. Go back when games... Look at how Wendell Clark played the game. On a team that sucked, I might add, when he came into the league. He goes out there, he throws his body into other people. Now in the league, you body check someone, you got 7 guys wanting to kill you because you get a clean hit on them. But you don't even see that anymore because nothing happens. That had to be... It was a tea party last night. It's an embarrassment for the league. That's the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens.
That must be why...
And that's the product they put out on a Saturday night. Embarrassing.
I love him too, but that's why you must love Nathan MacKinnon so much, because he scores goals, but he also throws his body around.
Yep. Nazem Kadri plays that way.
I love Nathan MacKinnon, but
Nazem Kadri plays that way.
He does play that way,
right?
Matthew
Nyes plays that way.
But he's more of a liability in the playoffs, so he always gets suspended.
There are no beasts left in the NHL.
Or he did with the Leafs anyway.
Arbor Jackass is not a beast. He's a goon.
And Olivier with the Blue Jackets.
There's too many of those. And the league's talking about going 2 more teams. Where are they getting
Two more teams?
Where are they getting the talent to expand 2 more teams? It's watered down enough now. Anyway.
Well, I know they're going 2 more
Love
games.
the NHL.
They're going 2 more games
And the
next
officiating, too, was horrible again last
84
night.
games.
But what are you going to do? They gave a really lousy call to the Habs, who scored on their power play. And then they did a makeup call, I guess, for the Leafs. And, of course, the Leafs didn't score in their power play because they don't have a power play.
But I
digress.
So you go from 5-on-5 20-minute regulation, where you're tied after 3 periods, to 5-minute 3-on-3 overtime, to a alternate one-shot crap like
It's a shootout. It's gimmicky.
the shootout is so bad.
It takes a team sport and turns it down an individual sport. It shouldn't be in there, and you shouldn't get a point for losing. Period. You could go
There should be ties.
0-0 and 82 and end up with 82 points and never win a game in this league.
Yeah.
82 points you could have and never win a game.
Yeah. Wouldn't get you anywhere, but you'd have 82 points.
No, now it wouldn't, because now you need about 100 points to make the playoffs, because everybody gets 100 points.
The 100 points is easy to get.
Oh, my. Anyway, Leafs had a good week. Regardless of losing to the Habs, which stings so much.
I also want to talk about the fact they lost Joseph Wall.
Yeah, well, that wasn't a good week, was it?
He got hurt during the Carolina game.
I didn't get a piece of hair off my mic. Okay.
Per Craig Berube, he should be about a week. He's not too bad.
Yeah, that's what they said about Stolars.
They didn't say about Stolars.
Day to day. He started off day to day.
Wolf day to day too. And again, it's the whole Leafs thing where, like last year when Stolars got hurt last year, they said everything. Like he had a pebble in his knee and they had to fix it. And then that was it. Like they told us what it was. Now it's like lower body, upper body. Shouldn't be too much longer.
They don't ever tell you what it is.
Never. Shouldn't be too much longer.
They only tell you what it is out of the season.
Yeah.
If they tell you then. But Joseph Wall, you bring up, great goaltender.
He scares me.
But you cannot rely on him.
He's got like 70-year-old bones or something. I don't know.
It's not good. It's not good. You cannot rely on him. I don't know what they're going to do. Having said that, Hildeby looks great this year.
Well, you also can't rely on Stolars that much either, because he gets hurt a lot.
Not quite the same. He does, but one of his major injuries was a shot to the head in the playoffs that no one addressed. Everyone's going to get hurt that way, but Wall seems to always hurt himself making a save.
But you don't think it's just the Leafs that have this intensity problem, right?
No, it's a league issue.
Yeah.
Every now and then you get a good game. Like I didn't watch the whole Jets-Habs game. Probably should have because I went to a shootout. But that first period was entertaining.
Yeah.
Right? Hits were going everywhere.
What a Florida game yesterday, by the way.
Lowry was playing like a beast. Yeah, we should have kept watching that. I thought it was over.
It was 3-1 Columbus.
They went up 3-1 in the
Florida
second.
wins 7-6.
7-6, real goaltending duel. But anyway, back to Hildeby. He's looking great this year, I got to say. So it's him and Akhtamov?
Archer Akhtamov.
Akhtamov. He's like an octonaut. He didn't look like he wanted to come in the game last night. I had the camera on him a couple of times. He looked like he was not comfortable sitting there knowing that he was an injury away from playing in that game. But anyway, Leafs lose, Habs win. And
Tanev's skating again, so hopefully he'll be back soon.
Yeah, Leafs need Tanev back, and they need their goaltending duo. But I don't know what you do with Joseph Wall. I don't know what you do.
It's rough.
Like they said on Overdrive, the best ability is reliability, and he doesn't have any.
If you can only get like 10 games out of him, then he gets hurt. It's not going to work.
So that was a long lead-in, 8 minutes and 50 seconds.
Your fault, but yeah.
What are we doing today, my son?
Playing What Are the Chances?
What? Oh! Yes, my favorite game. What are the chances? So aptly named.
It is so aptly named.
So then, how many?
Should we? Do I need to explain it?
No.
Okay.
You say a statement, we tell you what the chances percentage is that's going to happen.
Yeah, that's it. 3. There's 3 of them.
3? All right, we're going to get right into it so we can try to
drum roll.
Let people get out and enjoy their day. I would do a drum roll, but it seems to be missing me. Or I'm missing it. D, drum roll. You'd think I'd be smart enough to organize this thing. But did someone move my board on me? Were you playing with this?
No, it was not.
Oh, there it is. What are the chances?
What are the chances that the Blue Jays sign both Bo Bichette and Kyle Tucker?
100%. Next.
Really?
Yep.
You think it's that high?
Yep. It's happening.
I'm gonna say 95. I'm not gonna go 100.
Really? That high? I say 100, and he blows me out of the water. He says 95. So there's a 5% chance that they're not both signing. 5%, you say? Actually, I don't believe that. I'm saying that because I want that, and they should do that because they can do it.
They can.
But I don't know. I think Tucker's going to be the harder sign than Bichette.
Well, here's my
contrary to the rumors and everything, if they saw him at the spring training facility.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'll be boarding a plane soon.
We've seen that before, yeah.
He'll be boarding a plane soon.
Speaking of Joseph Wall, there he's on the TV. Look.
That has to be historic footage because it ain't live, I can tell you that.
Look.
I'm looking.
I don't know if it's...
Did you change "here's the thing" to "look"? You did, didn't you?
I'm trying to find some word that I can use that's not... Yeah.
Look.
I think they're... Now, look, I would prefer Bo over Tucker.
Wow. There's a man that went through a 180 metamorphosis.
But I think they're going to do Tucker over Bo.
Tucker over Bo?
And I hate to say that, but what I'm hearing is from a lot of people, and again, it's not always true. It's rumors. It's not, from a lot of the insiders is the Blue Jays are really the only team that's been aggressive at Tucker so far.
Yeah.
And what I'm hearing about Bo is that the Red Sox are real ready to sign him and replace Bregman with him. So I don't know if it's just going to be like I don't know, but the way that they've seemed so focused on Tucker, and I don't know what they're doing with Bo. I don't know if they have had negotiations with him, closed door, and we don't know about him. But the way that I read it, and again, it could be totally wrong. I hope it is. This looks like they're going to sign Tucker, and then they're going to be like, well, maybe we should, and then they're going to try and sign Bo.
Watch the shot. Boom.
I just don't believe Scott Laughton's so great. I just don't believe that. Just the way that it leans looks like maybe they're going to go Tucker because they're also apparently interested in a guy from Japan who has good numbers who plays Bo's positions.
Well, they just signed the Korean MVP.
They could be looking for. They could look.
That's what he was.
They could be.
They just paid him $10 million a year for 3 years.
They could be looking to sign Tucker, sign the Japanese guy to take over Bo's position. I don't like what I'm hearing about how much Bo is wanted by other teams and not the Blue Jays, and Tucker's like Blue Jays, Blue Jays, Blue Jays. I just don't like that aspect.
How do you know Tucker's not all in bed with the Blue Jays to get a high number and then go back to the team he wants to and say, listen, if you pay me this much, I'm here? Because
there's no other team that's said anything about it.
There will be. I don't know. I don't understand the market for Tucker. Anyway, he's good, but he's not Bo Bichette, I don't think.
Well, as Keegan Matheson said, he's everything the Blue Jays do.
100% chance they're signing both. Bo's just going to test the waters because he's a free agent for the first time in his career. He's going to be in Toronto. You can book it.
Will you be upset if they lose him?
Yes, big time. I think if they do, they didn't prioritize him, and they spent too much time on the Korean MVP.
What are you making fun of the Korean MVP for?
I'm not making fun of it.
He was 17-1,
I know, but it's the Korean baseball league. It's not even the Japanese baseball league. So you got to take those numbers with a grain of salt. That would be probably...
Shohei Ohtani came from the Japanese baseball league.
That would probably be, not the Korean one.
Well, Ryu did.
That would be probably less than A-ball in the States. So having good numbers in that league, great, but you got to come back to Major League hitting. Hope he does. I'm shocked he got $10 million a year, though. Seems like a lot for a guy that nobody knows anything about. But that's it. The Blue Jays got the money, spend it, sign Tucker, and sign Bichette. Wow, that went on forever. It's a good thing I know where the draw was. So there's a 195% chance that they're both signing. That's how I do math.
I think that is probably likely though. I think they might actually sign both, which is weird to say.
If they don't, it's not because of money.
That's a lot of money, and they can afford it. Yeah. They're second richest owners in baseball.
You could get creative like the Dodgers do and defer everything till 2025.
They did with Cease, they deferred it.
Yep.
What are the chances the Leafs are first in their division by the new year?
As in January 1st?
Yeah, the new year.
Well, they got Tampa tomorrow night.
And they're only a few points back. And I know Tampa's really, really good, though.
Tampa lost last night. I think they were, 5 or 6 ahead? Yeah.
Tampa apparently has lost 3 straight. So I don't know.
First in their division, 0%.
0%?
By the new year, yep. They too many teams to jump over.
Yeah, 10% for me.
10%? Yeah, so 0 and 10, there's a 10% chance.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't see it. They're playing better. They had a good road trip, 4-2. Beat the Florida Panthers, which every team seems to do except for Columbus.
And beat the Hurricanes that you didn't think they were going to beat.
Did not see that coming. They didn't play
5-1, dude.
terribly well. The whole game was in their own end, but somehow they won 5-1, and they should have won last night. That was 2 points they should have had, but they didn't. Nobody cared.
Also,
Nobody played like they wanted to win.
like, you can't think of a time in Habs history where they haven't had a solid goaltender. Price, they had Waugh.
My comment last night was the Habs have always had a great goaltender. This time, and Dobish was all right last night. He only had 10 shots through 2 periods. That's how well the Leafs were playing. But Dobish and Montembeault are not Carey Price or Patrick Roy or Ken Dryden or Jose Theodore or who's the other guy they had? But they've always had a good goaltender.
Yeah.
A solid number 1. They are a long way from a solid number 1.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a problem for them. Are we done with that one?
Yeah, 10%.
So 10% chance that the Leafs are first in their division. Hey, let's just keep rolling it and get ourselves out of the muck we're in and get into Christmas on a high note. That's what I want to do. The world is not over yet. The ship has not sunk yet.
Yeah, Tampa on Monday.
Tampa
on Prime Video.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah, they do well on Prime.
They do. What are the chances that Tiger Woods
Nope, 0.
really gonna? Okay, whatever. Okay.
What,
well,
plays or wins?
okay, you've already jumped ahead. What are the chances that Tiger Woods plays in the Masters next year and makes the cut? Tell me 0 right now.
Makes the cut. Oh, that's a
I know
good
you're
one.
going to say 0.
No. Makes the cut at the Masters. To me, he could make the cut if he gets out and plays some events beforehand. You can't just come back to the Masters after not having played for years and make the cut. So that will be totally dependent on his routine and whether he gets in some other events.
I think he just had another back surgery too.
Yeah.
So
Be a good story. I'm going to pull one out of your hat. 50%. There's a 50% chance he plays in the Masters and makes the cut. He played in the Masters last year and didn't make it. Or did he play last year?
I don't think he played last year.
No.
I don't think he played at all last year.
He hasn't. The few events he's been in the last few years have not been good.
No.
So, you know what? I'm going to change my mind. Based on the history, 10% chancey
10%.
that he plays in the Masters. And is it and makes the cut or just plays in the Masters?
Plays in the Masters and makes the cut.
So basically, it makes the cut at the Masters.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has to be playing.
Yeah.
10%.
I don't know. I think
Here's the thing.
I think it's just been brutal last few years with him. Like he just cannot and it's mainly because he just doesn't play. Like he only plays the majors really, and only really the Masters.
His indoor league's starting again.
Yeah.
He plays that.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. There you go. Here's the thing. Do you think it'll be best? And he'll never do it, like ever. But do you think it would be best if he played some senior tour events? He went to the senior tour.
I don't. Is he 50 now?
I think so.
Or is he turning 50?
He's close.
I would, but well,
He's not going to.
yeah. Well, I don't know. If the guy loves the golf, that's a good spot for him.
Yeah.
I don't know that he can compete with the Schefflers and the McIlroys and the Hovlands of today. I don't think he can.
I don't think so.
He had an incredible career, and he could have a great career on the Champions Tour. Plus, he could use a cart.
Yeah.
Save himself a little bit. He could be in game shape, and then he could go back and play in the tournaments that he has exemptions for.
Yeah.
Like the Masters, and be on his game.
Yeah, because
He always comes back for one event once a year. Like the British Open, the last British Open he was in, I don't think he made the cut.
yeah, no, it was.
You can't just show up and make the cut in these events. You can't.
Yeah, and he's like, he can play in the senior tour. He can still play the Masters because once you win, you get lifetime exemption. So, he can play.
I don't think he'd dominate the Seniors Tour.
No.
Because you got people like Padraig
Yeah, and you got
and VJ,
Bernard Langer
and Ernie Els and Bernard, and I think Bernard's giving it up though.
Yeah.
But
Jim Furyk.
there is some good competition, and Justin Leonard. There's some good names on the senior
Jimenez.
tour. The one thing Tiger would probably have an advantage on is his length.
Yeah.
They are shorter courses, and they're only 3 rounds in the senior tour. So he would win a few, I think.
It's like Liv, but Liv's going to 4.
It would certainly give it. We're going to make this into a real golf tournament. Now we've learned in the last 5 years that this is silly. Next thing, they won't be allowing shorts or music, and they'll call themselves the PGA. Anyway, what was that?
You said 10.
Yep.
I'm going to say 30.
10 and 30 is 40% chancey that Tiger will
Just
make
because
the cut at the Masters at Augusta. This
not playing and then playing like at all, and then playing the Masters, jumping right into Augusta never pans out for anybody. Not just Tiger.
Not a chance.
Especially when you got one good leg and a bad back.
Yep.
Like he does.
It's like when we go out first round of the year. Man, look out! Balls are going everywhere.
Yeah, I don't think he played any tournaments last year. I don't think he has played the other 3 majors in a while, other than the Masters.
I got one for you quickly. What are the chances Tiger Woods captains a Ryder Cup team?
80.
Yeah?
Probably next Ryder Cup.
I've never heard if he has any interest in it. I know he's still in the mode that he wants to be on a Ryder Cup team. I don't think he would.
Probably, yeah.
I think he'd be worried about it salting his legacy.
Yeah.
And if he did, I think he'd want to do it when it's in the States, not Europe. Because the States tend to get beaten like a drum when they go to Europe. They got beaten like a drum. Well, they got beaten like a drum on the first 2 days this year in New York, but they made a tournament of it. But they lost again.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's very high that he would want to be.
I think
captain.
the PGA Tour is currently over in playing Tiger's tournament.
It's the Hero
World Challenge.
Yes, and Scheffler is 1 stroke back
in the Bahamas.
So you can almost book that for a Scheffler win.
Yeah, that's a guaranteed Scheffler win.
Yeah, he's like Tiger was decades ago. When Tiger's in the hunt on Sunday, it's over.
Forget about it.
It's over. He puts on the red and the black. Here he comes. That's good. Any more?
No. By the way, I last week when we played that song to open, you said it reminds you of the old Bob McCown. I saw something about Bob McCown today. First of all, apparently he's not doing his podcast anymore.
No, he did sign off of that.
And one thing I did not know.
The guy that he was with, who was the guy? John Shannon.
John Shannon, yeah.
He's on with Darren Millard, used to be of Sportsnet. They have a podcast.
Yeah, I think it's in association with the NHL, if I'm not mistaken.
NHL.com, I think, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. What'd you hear about Bob? Bob had a massive stroke.
Yeah, stroke. But what I did not know, that it might be weird I didn't know this, he's American apparently.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea. I thought he was Canadian.
Spent a lot of time in Vegas. He's a gambler, too.
I did not know he was American.
Oh, yeah. Lives in Toronto. He's wrote a couple of books. Matter of fact, I think I have one.
Yeah.
What was it called again? Can't remember. I'll be here all day trying to remember. He's a great broadcaster.
He was.
And very opinionated.
And if you listen to a show after he had the stroke, it did not sound like him, which is what happens after.
But he's coming back, so good for him. And he gave it up. He signed off of his podcast last year or the year before. I can't remember. I did hear it. I used to like that podcast, but now there's only one real podcast, isn't there?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But Bob McCown was like, what you say. He said what you said to open the show.
Yep.
He felt the same way as you did.
About?
The Leafs and go hotter down in the league. And
see, it's a generational thing.
Yeah.
I'm old, he's old, you're young. So what you know about the NHL is what you see and have seen. And it has been that way since you've been watching it. But again, to watch the Leafs and Habs on a Saturday night.
I didn't even watch it.
Within 2 points of each other, fighting for their lives in the Eastern Conference. And that's the game that gets shown to the fans. And it didn't help that like the Toronto fans just sitting on their hands, and they had nothing to cheer for. But
I'm telling you,
it's such a quiet building.
Toronto fans are corporate suits.
It is.
It really is.
You should have seen it in the 80s.
Like it's corporate suits.
You should have seen it in the 80s. It was all suits. But it's a little younger now. But the young people can't afford to go. There's $1,000 to go to a Leaf game.
And I think, and then, you look at the only time the Leafs fans get excited is in the playoffs. When they chant go, Leafs go out.
Yeah, well, they better get them to the playoffs this year. Yeah. They won't be chanting anything. Right? Right. Good show.
So thank you for listening and watching this episode of 10 Minutes with Andrew. Find us on YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment. We'll be back next week with the next episode.
Talk to you next week.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and turn on notifications to be notified when we upload new content. You can also connect with us at andrewchansey.com.